How are you doing? This is EarlAlex, and thank you for joining us for another episode of SongLab Live.
Yes.
And if you've been rocking with us, which hopefully you have, and if you haven't, you should. You should be subscribing, following, doing all those good things. But if you've been rocking with us, you know how we do. We bring you top artists, entertainers, promoters, show stoppers, people who are in this entertainment business that you need to get to know, connect with, to find out either more creative works or how the industry works by itself. Like, the people we have today are really gonna bring you some good insight, as well as they're doing a lot in the Valley. Let me just say they're raising the temperature. Can I say that? Can I say they're raising the temperature?
I like
let me
to
just
put it
let me
like
just
that.
put you onto game by shifting it over to the other side of the table so they can introduce themselves. Who do I have with me here today?
Bro, I just want to say that was a hell of a
I mean, you can say what you want.
my bad. I like it. So, we are the Heat Advisory, bro. My name's Khalid.
My name is Camo LaFleur. What's up, man? EA Jones, what's going on?
It's your boy, Cangelosi.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you having us, man.
Thank you for coming through the SongLab Live. Honestly, we appreciate having y'all, but let people know how they can connect with you and who is the Heat Advisory. I know of the Heat Advisory because I've grown up in Arizona. It's every year. I mean, all the time. But who is the Heat Advisory, the group of y'all for?
The Heat Advisory it's a media platform, you know what I'm saying, where we showcase the hottest artists, creatives, entrepreneurs, and we do that through, showcases. So, we had a showcase in October.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we shut the house down for sure.
You was there, right?
I was there.
Right.
Because you saw it.
Can't even look at the Ainsworth the same, bro.
Yeah. So we do showcases, you know what I'm saying? We throw some events as well, just vibes that are curated towards creatives, and just creating an environment that's safe. But you know what I'm saying? You can also come and, meet people who are going to also help project your career. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So when you leave, you actually taking something with you as well. And that's like the actual tangible asset, as Camo would say, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what the Heat Advisory is. We just a group of guys who are trying to push that culture forward. You feel me?
100%.
Yeah.
I do feel that. How can they connect with you guys? Where can they find your platform?
So you can follow us on Instagram at the Heat Advisory. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Tune in.
Tap
If you haven't, go ahead and check us out because we about to we're making some noise. So
Follow the Heat Advisory.
follow us on that. We got YouTube as well, TikTok,
Yeah.
all the Heat Advisory. So
At the Heat Advisory.
at the Heat Advisory. So follow us, check us out. One word. Ain't no spaces. Ain't no
We gotta put the link
get right here or something. We'll do that. Put that somewhere. We'll have it
Right here.
Yeah.
Off to the side.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, shout out to my boy Jay, man. We are a collective of 500.
Shout out AB's RP and
RP, AB.
Let's do it. No,
Don't let me mess it up.
Let's do it.
Don't let me break it.
We gonna set it straight.
Nah,
We went in. I was in the straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, forget about the janitor. He ain't
Nah,
Nas got something in the works. Jay had to, you know what I'm saying, he had to go handle some business over in Vegas. So he handling some of the networking portion over in Vegas as well. So we trying to look to expand that way. You know what I'm saying?
So he cleaning up.
No.
Hey,
That's the point. Bang clean.
hey, let's cleaning up, but setting up. You know that is setting up shot.
No. That's what's up. Yo. It's all love. Trust me. From SongLab to the Heat Advisory, it's all love.
We appreciate that.
We watch what y'all doing, and y'all growing, and y'all doing a lot for the artists
So,
here in Arizona.
what was your opinion of our first event? Because since
Let's talk
what was your take of that? What did you see
it from your perspective, bro?
I saw a very well put together event.
Wow.
I saw a lot of organization, whether it was from the staff, from the artists knowing where they need to be and what they need to do.
Yeah.
It was good communication.
Yeah.
I knew who was working. I knew where I needed to be. I was entertained.
Yeah.
People were able to, be around and enjoy everything without, stepping over each other.
Yeah.
It was a really good, well put together event in Arizona. And the space really accommodated y'all greatly.
It was great, man.
I felt like everything was custom to that event too.
And that's exactly what happened though. It was custom planned.
Man, it was a lot of work and right spot for sure.
Yeah,
we had to find the right
We
spot.
had staging, you know what I'm saying? So we brought in like some additions to the stage and stuff like that. We had lighting brought in and stuff like that. Like it was a real production set. It was a TV set that night. Little did anybody know, you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm just saying, I've been to the Ainsworth before that.
Yeah.
And that wasn't that.
Have you been back since?
Have you been back since?
I haven't been
You
back.
still see some ear on that flow from us.
Are you from here?
For real, bro? It's still the imprint on.
in there, bro. So he's from Arizona as well. So
What part? What part? What part?
I was raised in Avondale though, so I'm a West.
Okay.
word.
So go ahead.
You already know what?
Yeah.
Have you seen
Block
what
deep.
from what you've seen at our event, from a TV show to the diversity of artists?
Yeah.
Have you seen anything like that since you've been here?
In Arizona?
Yeah. And be honest, you know what I'm saying? We don't gotta. Have you seen anything like
I
we
would say
did?
name it. So like with like somebody.
If it hasn't been at something like the Celebrity Theater, so like, you know what I'm saying? No.
Right.
If it hasn't been on that scale, no.
Yeah.
But
Powerful.
you know,
That's powerful. That's love.
for real, like real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love that y'all did that out here, and we can claim that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all,
And that is something that's an emphasis for us. You know what I'm saying? Be able to put on for Arizona, have all the Arizona artists. You come out from Arizona, that means a lot to us. So like, we're trying to really raise it up in here, like you saying. So
Yeah, and I'm not even from Arizona. I'm from Chicago.
Right.
You feel me? So I just saw.
A lot of the guys from the team.
Yeah, so is Jay.
From other
You
areas.
feel me? So like we saw the vision like out here in Phoenix, and just like wanted to navigate from over there to here,
Yeah.
and just saw that there was like the potential out here. You feel me? So
Right.
just coming out here and linking with the Heat Advisory.
And then-
you know what I'm saying? It was
Ultimately, we all had a common goal prior to this. We all artists, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
We all are a part of just that creative world, to where some of us do fashion, some of us do music and beats, and you know what I'm saying? So everybody just gets to a chance to see different avenues brung all together as one.
Yo,
Yeah, for sure.
that sounds awesome. Honestly, to us here at SongLab, that sounds amazing because we're all about education and collaboration. And it sounds like this is a big collaborative effort that went down so great that y'all still continuing to do it and putting on new opportunities for
let's
artists.
just get started.
Yeah. It sounds like
me
ask you so to it. Go ahead.
Like what inspired?
I mean, y'all are turning this to my interview, so I'm with it. I'm for sure.
I know it's just talking. No, but I'm nosy too. But like, what inspired you to push like, you know, collaboration in the education? Like, what inspired you to do that? Like, was it something that drove that? When you noticed there was a lack of, or something like that, or what was?
Well, so when we started this SongLab live thing, it was all about creating networking events, but that came off of the fact that as we were growing up, we would always just make music in the crib, right? And always have your people there with you. And then you guys would all write and make a song together, and then choose another beat and just keep going. It's like, that's how I knew it as that's just everything I did when I was growing up. I was always in the engineer seat or recording something, and I was recording with Fleek all the time, and then we'd have my boy AZ Friday, he'd be there and he'd be rapping, and so this is
How
just
we started.
this is what we did.
Yeah.
So we're like, how can we bring that to a studio? How can we do that and make it cool and fun for people?
Yeah.
And then so we're like, all right, cool. At the same time, people need, you know, to get their music out there. They need to get their face out there, get their name out there. So then we added on the podcasting piece. So now we have podcasting and people making music and everything going on all at once, all in one event. We only got 4 hours, so we condensed the time to make it to it. Hey, you got to get in here and work. And then also, I'm gonna be in here recording you. So once you're done writing your verse, you got to come in here and podcast and get your little clips going. So it made it like it's a fun interactive event that everybody could come together. And we're like, look, as we're doing this, we want to teach people to process the right way of making music, how to get your stuff out there. What is a split sheet?
Right.
What does that mean? And then at the same time, let's fill in the gaps that we got.
Yeah,
Like, what don't we know? Since we had this ability to bring people together, why don't we offer them opportunities and find a way to fill our minds with better knowledge so we could do better as people providing these opportunities.
Yeah.
So that's how it all came together. After that, my man Fleek said, hey, you know what? We'll just make that the tagline. Education and collaboration. Let's not be too, let's not get too.
I'm a buzz. So, and I love that because that is what Arizona is probably lacking right now. It's just we don't have the knowledge of the industry. You know what I'm saying? Of how things are actually go and how it should look. And I feel like that's what it's big that you're doing. It's big that what we're doing. It's important for the
Collaboration too. I feel like that's big, bro. Just, you know, it's like you said, bro. Like that's a huge piece of like. I feel like what we're lacking out here in Arizona in general, like people, you know, we all basically are doing the same, in the same framework of work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
We all kind of bouncing within that same industry. We're pushing the same agenda as far as collaboration and stuff like that. I just feel like we all like that phone call to be like, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, why don't, like, you doing an event, bro? Like, why don't we just do it together? You know what I'm saying? And we bring twice the crowd, you know what I'm saying? We'll make twice the impact on people because we're all coming together. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, one way that I heard, one way to become an influencer is to uplift others.
that's it, bro. Highest is to inspire. Yeah, I think the highest form of is just to inspire people. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, well, first off, it shows how secure you are in yourself if you can recognize someone else's greatness.
Yeah,
It puts you on a whole nother playing field because you can now connect to their kingship, their queenship, their
feel like
greater.
And you just move in your path direct. Like there's no, I gotta get distracted and shit over here because of what he's doing. No, you just.
I mean, well, it says something about you if you feel intimidated or lesser when you're working with others. But then that's also a good thing because it stretches and pushes you. That's why we push collaboration.
Yeah. Humility. You should like that uncomfortability. It's like,
You should go and find that out.
Yeah.
Find that part of you, which you're trying to keep hidden by working with other people.
You should always work with people who you see as like better than you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna show you. If you see them as better than you, there's a reason why they're there in your minds.
I would say to add to that, the coolest part is, you know, there is no face of Phoenix right now. There's no like just like head honcho to where it's like we cater to everything caters to this specific sound or anything. So it's so much room for like just like originality.
Yep.
Well,
You know,
I think I personally have a feeling of when it comes to Arizona, if we were able to show the through line from, you know, the MC Magic, iRocks, Poker Faces, AZ Mike Mills, to the artists we have today, the Merkhams, the Young Bookies, the you know what I mean?
how do we get to that point? Like, wow, how do you think we get to that point?
So people will see there is a history.
yeah.
There is culture. There has been a lot of collaborations. Like when Yo Westwood and Buki came with the For the Culture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they were bringing all of the old heads back to rap with the newer people. Like that was beautiful for me to see.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of missing history out here. You know, Freeze TV came with the tapes at first, and that put everybody on. They was like, oh, hold up, there's streets in Arizona. Yes, this was just happening. But people didn't see it until then.
Right.
And so I feel like that still kind of needs to happen so people can see how Arizona is kind of similar to Texas in that way where we have a homegrown movement.
Yeah.
It needs to be brought together.
Yeah.
There needs to be more collaboration so people can feel that, you know?
It takes being able to pass the torch, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that you have to be, like you say, you know what I'm saying? Like, be willing to be like, yo, this young nigga's raw.
Yeah.
Support this person, because you feel me? Let me give him some game. Let me feed him some, you know what I'm saying? Some of the experiences that I didn't experience and stuff like that, so he can overcome that a little bit quicker. You know what I'm saying? Like
100%. Well,
Yeah.
I will say people like iRock have been doing that without much publicity.
Yeah.
It's you know, he's personally responsible for getting like what 5 people signed out of Arizona. He's
Shout out iRock.
Shout out iRock.
Yeah, he owns this.
Daniels.
He owns this, right?
iRock man. Yes, he owns this studio. He is the first Arizona native to truly get a song on radio, other than AZ Mike Mills. But then you know the whole story about him going to jail and all that stuff. Whatever what happened there. So his stuff was kind of put off the radio. But AZ Mike, iRock. It was on for a little bit. Then he had a music video that went bigger than that in the state. So, but he was like one of the first people you would see. But then iRock, who he was recording MC Mike Magic back in the day. You know, I mean MC Magic back in the day. He was recording it. He was his engineer back in the day. He had Swell on the radio. I don't know if people remember the song Swell, but that was like the first AZ hit on the radio.
I gotta ask you something. Who do you feel like was the biggest artist to come out of Arizona?
The biggest artist to come out of
And it can be like, I want to say hip hop, like urban scene. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm sorry. I mean,
like
people
country
may
or
disagree with me.
Yeah,
but I feel like
numbers wise, didn't the numbers match up too? Like when we say
if you want to say biggest as far as like got out there.
Household name.
And I could be a good gauge for that, seeing as I'm not even from this side of the country. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever I would love to hear.
You know,
I'm thinking, I just feel like the Body Marked Up from Willie North Pole just kind of, a lot of people heard about that, or it was one of Hot Rod's songs. So either Hot Rod or Body Marked Up or Willie North Pole, one of them two. But right now, I'm sorry, I gotta give it, as far as having effect across the nation, to Merkham's. I just gotta give it to him because I just see him doing so much on so many platforms that are just getting so much traction. I feel like that's but I'm in Arizona. So I don't know if that's the best question for me. So how you feel?
And what I would say is like,
we gotta say from our own city. Though.
Yeah.
We from out here, so
but you're in like, you have to imagine your city is like a bubble, bro, because that's what they are. It's a bubble that's been this, you know what I'm saying? Like the Chicago bubble is like the shit that's occurred in Chicago for as long as it's been. And like people outside of that, you only can kind of see in until you live there and are a part of that. So like even here, you see these people as being that big. I'm for real, bro. Like you see people as being this big, but then it's like there's levels of like, have y'all heard of Twista?
Yeah.
Exactly. Right. So that's my, but that's my point. But that's my. It's not about that. It's not about that, bro. But that's the point I'm making, is like you have to get outside of that, like expand outside of that bubble. And so that's something I did intentionally notice while I was leaving Chicago, was like, no one has popped out of the bubble. People have reached the very stratosphere of the AZ bubble, but until you pop out, nobody can see or hear you from like around the country. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you really get up there.
I don't think that. Hold on. I got it. Marcus is dope.
Go ahead.
Because I feel like, look, nowadays, like that's some old day shit. Like nowadays, bro, you can post a video and if people like it, it's gonna go. It's gonna go all over the net.
But just going up doesn't translate to like making it out the city.
For sure.
But has it? Is the question. We talking as of right now, has it?
I get what you're saying as far as breaking free from like, you know, the knowledge sphere of like us in the,
because I didn't know, like when you was talking about everybody, I'm sure there are legends and respect to all of them, but I didn't know a single one of them. You feel me?
It's not just legends and respect. The reason why I say Willie North Pole is because he was signed by Ludacris and Body Marked Up.
Yeah.
Across the nation, it did do numbers. And the reason why I say Hot Rod is because he was signed by G Unit and he did do numbers across the nation.
Yeah.
You might not have heard of him. And we're talking about years ago too. This is old stuff.
I've heard of both of them though. You know, Willie North Pole. Yeah, I definitely heard of him. But you know, so I've heard of him for sure.
Hot Rod.
100%.
I think I'm familiar with Hot Rod.
A lot of people don't, but he was a part of. He was first gonna be on G Unit, then went to G Note. It's a whole.
So he didn't get on G Unit.
G Note
is a G Unit subsidiary. G Unit is subsidiary owned by G Unit. It's a conglomerate.
I was reading everything. We had our own magazines. Like I was in everything. Trust me, big hip hop head. So I was learning about all the little sub record labels.
No, for sure.
Everybody was doing. I was following it hardcore, but they did numbers. And you can't even say Juice, even back in the day, who Juice is now Richie Evans. So Richie Evans, back in the day, his name was Juice. Even back then, he had airway play.
Yeah.
And he was getting some traction. He was gonna who he was gonna sign with. And we had another
with Double FG, no?
Huh?
He with Double FG and
now he's been messing with but that's as Richie Evans. But before then, as Juice, he was getting traction. Like a lot of our artists, we get a lot of love across the nation. It's just finding one that can like really break Arizona free. And the thing is, it is true as far as us having our own unique sound of our own. We're an adaptive state.
Yeah.
Meaning,
I agree with that.
It's not a lot of originality.
Yeah,
but I agree.
We take this a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that.
Of everything.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, like when you say you take some drill, that was an original thing we created.
Yeah,
right. So like that, it stands to say that like you should try to do something original and be okay that you may be alone on that island while you try to do that. Like how we are kind of doing. Like we're trying to set ourselves apart from everybody else and like feel uncomfortable being on that island until it's like people recognize what we're doing. But like that's like, it's no disrespect to Arizona. Like I promise you, that's why I'm here, bro. That's why I decided to come here, bro. There's so many other cities that like someone like me, bro, could have gone, but I knew that there was a lack here in terms of like someone breaking that stratosphere, and so that just creates so much room for you to, you know what I'm saying, do your thing.
Stratosphere.
Mhm.
First award show in Arizona was at the Stratosphere. In Arizona.
Telling you it's divine, bro.
It was, if you guys know the guy Synergy or D Great House, or if the guy who does a lot of stuff at Mesa Drummer. Yeah, okay, well,
You gotta put us on. You're right. Please put us in. I would like to get
you
him.
guys tapped in with
Please.
him, but he is out. He's from the Midwest too. And just so y'all know, though I was raised in Arizona, born in the Midwest, Milwaukee, Wisconsin was where I was born. But I'm
90 minutes.
so from 4 years old, I've been out here in Arizona, 100 blocks and deeper.
Okay.
Just saying, my guy, he from the Midwest too, and he threw the first award show out here.
Right.
And we brought Flavor Flav out here at the
Right.
time. And that it was called the Pink and Purple Awards. A lot of people don't know about.
Do we have award shows too?
We still do. We have the Arizona Mixtape Awards, as well as we have the Arizona Hip Hop Fest, which started as an award show. And so,
Because that used to be the Arizona Hip Hop Fest. I thought that used to
Arizona
be.
Hip Hop Awards.
Oh,
It used to be that.
but wasn't it something to where it used to be like a full like outside festival?
Yes, it was bigger than it is now. Now it's kind of like just at the Monarch. It was very large. Like they've shut down the entire block before, but they
Like what happened?
take over the whole.
Yeah, that's
whole
great.
alleyway
Like,
there.
like what happened?
What went wrong?
What happened to the grand, like, you know, that feel of when you pull up to an event, you like, damn, this shit-
Everybody outside.
I mean,
walking around the
park. I feel like Arizona has been going through a transition for some years now, and we are finally getting into doing more upscaled cultured.
Man, we need to disrupt the market, bro. Like, so that's why I say, like, that's why I like what we doing respectfully to everybody else's movement. But like, I love what we doing over here because it's like we trying to do when we say big, bro, it's like when you think of an event, you know what I'm saying, a music event, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you come, you want to see all type of shit that's entertaining, that's captivating.
Sure.
I want to see everybody in the crowd understand that there's a show going on, not you getting popcorn and chips and shit, walking around talking to like you're kind of really
Came
interested.
here for this.
Look, we gave them, look, you got 5 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, get your drinks, you know what I'm saying? Go use the bathroom, go talk to your friends and all that. And then it's like we back to it. Everybody back in their seats and they locked in, bro. Like, I just haven't seen that.
And
you
it
know
was
what I'm
a
saying?
mixed content show. So it
Man.
wasn't just somebody on stage for 2 hours rapping and singing and like
Producer battle,
You're getting
DJ
I was like, all right,
choreographer,
bunch of
dances
things going on. So like if you're all right, cool, I heard this person showcase their talent real quick, but then now I see a DJ battle.
Yeah.
It's going head to head. I get to listen to some music and see how they do it. Like
And that's
it's
intermission
raw.
time. That's just during the intermission, bro. Like,
It's
just
raw.
we'll be back. But for now, listen to this DJ battle, you know what I'm saying, while you get your drink.
Before that, have you seen any show where there was multiple country EDM, Mexican, Latin,
R&B.
R&B, rap? Have you seen a show with that like much diversity out here?
Yeah, elementary school, you know. When we have all the
talent show.
culture that
You know, man, a light. But that's great to know. That's great to know because that's real conversations that we would have. That's
Yeah, like-
we would have it, bro. What is something?
How
that,
can we disrupt the industry out here? You know, well, understand how can we curate an industry out here? And I feel like, you know, just doing like just kind of, like I said, I'm from out here, just being a student of what's been going on over the last, 10 years, decade of my life, just seeing like trying to pop up to these little events as a young college student, or, you know what I'm saying, on my off time, and just seeing like trying to get in that scene, you know what I'm saying? It was so much gatekeeping, bro. I could barely get in the door back then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
game is about innovation, bro.
oh, you feel me?
Collaboration, innovation,
There was
bro.
no gate. There was no collaboration.
As soon as you create something new that hasn't been done yet, it changes the entire industry to where now everybody's moving based on what that is. You know what I'm saying?
I can personally attest. After we started doing our networking events,
Yeah.
we started watching all the studios start doing. I'm generalizing by saying all the students, but
You gotta show who they are. You gotta say, you can confess.
We said we should.
We're not going to tag anybody at the bottom or nothing like
all
that.
the studios start doing their own networking and music creation and collaboration
Yeah.
events and stuff like that.
And it's cool. It's
We
nothing wrong with it.
that.
Yeah.
Be flattered.
We
Yeah.
love it.
But it's like, let's all work. Yo, let's work.
Yeah, why do it in the shadows?
Already doing it.
But
Yeah,
but
call
here's
me.
another
Let's make it
thing that
bigger. Like
we took that we took to heart is we reach out to the artists we want to work with, or we see,
Right.
you know, we find an opportunity
Doing their thing.
and we don't get mad who doesn't work with us. We wait till they reach out to us.
Right.
Yeah.
Because we know that we're going to get big enough to where they're going to want to reach out to us any goddamn way.
Right.
It don't matter if it's in podcasting, it don't matter if it's in making music, it don't matter if it's in content creation or whatever. And then at the same time, that gives us the ability to just prepare. Because I live by, there is no actual time that you win. There's only preparation and opportunity.
Right.
Prepare and the opportunity arises, you win.
Speaking of preparation and opportunity,
I love that, bro.
you know,
That was
lead advisory, like, you know, we started, we're only about, 9 months into this journey, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the business
and knowing each other.
lead advisory.
For the most part.
So,
For the most
you know,
part.
we've seen a lot of growth, and throughout the process, you know, we did, you know, a series of events that really kicked off, you know, the brand, the business, the lead advisor, you know what I'm saying, which is what people know.
Hold on.
Now.
Can I get you to speak about those humble beginnings?
Yeah.
And then what brought the team together? You guys said you 9 months knowing each other, 9 months into this journey. Speak
Yeah.
about the beginning and how that came to be.
Yeah, facts. It really came about an idea. I was traveling back and forth to New York, you know what I'm saying? And I remember they just had, you know, some like private events, but there was like small, intimate vibes, but it was like the energy in the room that really was like captivating for me, where I'm like, yo, this is legit, where it's like people from all different following types, whether it's 100,000, 1 million, you know, engaging with people with 2,000, because it's like, you know, we're exchanging, showing each other music in the studio.
Nice.
It's like, yo, this is raw, like tapping with
Value for value.
So I'm connecting with people from New York, other artists and shit like that who are, you know, doing their thing out there. And it allowed me to be like, damn, now I'm getting producers from them, photographers that's gonna help me elevate my game. So I can bring that back home, and if people can't steal that swag, they gotta go find that. They gotta travel and find that, you know what I'm saying? So that was like my idea at the time. When I came back home, I was like, yo, I wanna do something like that, like curate something where it's like that same feeling, where it's like, I feel like everybody wants that same feel. That's why they go travel to New York and LA to go get it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, what are the components that you know what I'm saying, that I felt got me at those events that I went to, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I'm like, all right, let me make it all creatives, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's geared toward, but then it also has the swag of like just certain individuals, you know what I'm saying? So picking out certain people who are good within the community, who are doing their thing in the music, making moves and stuff like that. Bring some of the cool guys, bring some of the people who are just beginning, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we all a part of the industry, whether it's photographers, like, that's why we generalize it as, you know, creators, creators, entrepreneurs, and artists, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like the focal.
Yeah.
So we did that. When I came back, I hit up Camo. I was like, yo, bro, we should, you know what I'm saying, put something together. I was like, how you coming? You want to roll? You want to do it? I'm going to do it regardless, you feel me? And then I ended up tapping in with Jay Hayes, who's not here today. We had talked about, he was running the Spaceship Studio. So from there, I locked in the location. I was like, let me run it through my little list. Like, what else can all right, we need all the people. I wanted like 65 people, because the studio, it was a really nice studio, but it had a certain limit. It was like 50. I was like, I got to max that. So you feel me? From there, you know, the vibe in the room was it was real organic. It was genuine. Like, people were genuinely connected with each other. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't no weird energy. It wasn't a place where there was no weapons in the building at all. It was, you know, just a good vibe, bro. You know what I'm saying? A safe, open environment where you can come and showcase your music and also connect with just other creative people. So then that's when, after that event, you know, Tony had kind of popped in at the end of the event.
It was my birthday.
It was his birthday.
I showed up with my lady. I was like, man, it's a lot of motherfuckers in there, bro. But hop in and pop out. I said, what's up to Hayes? Because
Tony, like,
at that time, he was the only one I knew. So
Tony the type, like, you know, at least, man, I feel like you've honestly, you blossom out of yourself.
it ain't even that, bro. It's really like, if I really don't know you like that, like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, I tend to keep to myself just to maintain what I got going on. But then
My
if it's
peace.
like, yeah, right, I keep myself. That's it. And you know what I'm saying. And if it's meant, like you was talking about, if it's meant to be, we gonna lock in. If not, you know what I'm saying. It's all respect. But
Yeah.
oh yeah,
It was like kind of peeping there, you know.
I was thinking about staying. Hayes told me to pull up. I pulled up. I didn't think it was gonna, like he said, bro. That's usually only supposed to be about 50 people in there. I
It was
went
like
to
100 people in
it's Josh K's old studio and shit. So I went to the grand opening and only like 50, 60 people showed up, and it was looking packed. So when I showed up, it's like 100 people in there. I'm like, bro, it's like a damn concert in here.
It's all creative.
You feel me? Yeah, for sure. I recognized a couple people
who are
in there.
looking to connect with other people and network, and you know what I'm saying? Like, let's actually tap in, bro. Like, I'm actually a producer, you know what I'm saying? Or where you artist.
Dope.
And the funny part was like we did it spur of the moment. Like we
2 days,
really
bro. This
have a
happened
whole
in 2
lot of
days, bro.
preparation.
Like,
I'm like,
what shifted in 2 days? I was like, we doing it.
You know, we consulting with our other little like group of friends at the time, and we kind of going back and forth, and we like, nah, maybe we should push it back. And now Eli's like, no,
Gotta do it, bro.
it's gonna happen on this
I don't
thing.
care if nobody show up. I'ma do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was important that I tapped in with like key individuals, like, you know, AB. That's when our homie AB Cashin came in. RP, our brother AB, you know what I'm saying? He was murdered during, you know, this whole process. So it even brought us together even more close, you know what I'm saying?
I seen that you dedicated that first.
Yeah,
For
right before the show.
So RPAB. So during that process, you know what I'm saying, we brought certain people, key people, where I was like, okay, I know they, you know, they gonna bring some, they gonna add some value to the space, you know what I'm saying? And so with that, you know, we ended up getting a good amount of people. We curated a really nice vibe. And it was honestly player too. Like, it had that player feel to it where it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's free drinks, you know what I'm saying? You come in, it's, you know, my space is your space, you feel me? If you come in here, you basically family. You're part of the Heat Advisory family now. So we're taking care of our people.
And it's hard, you know, I don't like to speak down on our people, but it's usually hard to get
on it.
a whole lot of black people all in one room and just get everything to go smooth and no problems, no.
It sucks, bro, because it's like, yo, you hit it right on the nose, bro, because anytime we go out, it's always something, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how it is, Earl, when you go out, it's like, you always like, why is it always the...
And then we turn around and complain. Then we turn around and complain that it's not enough events because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we got to focus, man. Just focus. Let's, you know what I'm saying?
Mission?
What's the mission? If we want more of the type of shit that we want to be in and the good stuff.
Do great things.
Yeah, you gotta, you know, have that mindset.
But also, that's why we invite a certain type of crowd. We not looking for like the people that want that hood rat energy, because that's not what we on.
It's hood rats of all races.
Everybody.
Hood rat energy of all races.
I think honestly that's the benefit of doing like a multi-genre type of curated event. It's like, because you bring all different types of crowds together, you know what I'm saying, where it's like people may not have ever crossed those paths, but because we at this Heat Advisory event, you know what I'm saying, it's like, all right, my friend who does country and then my boy who does Latin music, you know what I'm saying, now we're meshing those paths together to where we can meet and collaborate and dip into different flavors of music. You know what I'm saying? Fuse those different music texts together.
Hell yeah.
Hey, is he enough? Hey, the Heat Advisory, by the way, like the name, you know what I'm saying, really comes
I was
like...
gonna ask you guys if I can get from each of you, what does the name Heat Advisory
It means one thing only. You know what I'm saying? We from Phoenix, the 480, you feel me? And, you know, I don't know, for the people who aren't from here, I'm sure you've heard about it. You know, Phoenix be hot as... I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? So with that, you know, if you from out here, I play sports, some of us play sports and stuff like that, and we had heat advisories growing up, you know what I'm saying? So where you have to literally clear the field because it's too hot. You know what I'm saying? Which is practice. More so like the outdoor sports and stuff like that, but I used to really get heat advisories. So I was like thinking of a name, and it also correlates to Arizona specifically because it's like, yo, I don't know.
You know,
I'm sure there's other people that get them,
sometimes.
but we one of the hottest states in the country. And so heat advisory just fit perfect. You know what I'm saying? We was like 480 degrees, like
it's a warning.
the hot. It's a warning. That's in you. I got a good ring. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
Trying to bring out a ring, yeah.
Hey Earl, one thing about it too, bro, is I feel like, you know, and again, you know, respectful to everybody's swag and this and that, but I feel like, you know, we just bringing that young, you know, that good energy, that swag. You know what I'm saying? I think that also lacks out here. You feel me? When you look at just people's presence and stuff like that, I think that matters a lot.
It's refreshing to see like young people making big moves instead of like, you know, I don't want to say like old heads, but just some of the elders, some of the gatekeepers, like just holding the doors closed. Oh, niggas, like
He said some of the elders.
so. Do you feel like that's a decent real? Do you feel like that's a prominent thing out here right now? Is like gatekeeping?
Gatekeeping?
Like, you think that's going on? Yeah. And what ways can we fix it?
I personally feel like gatekeeping is a mental barrier for people, but it's not an actual thing that exists.
Are Are you saying on the victim or the oppressor?
On the victim.
Yeah, I think he's saying on the victim.
Oppressor is so crazy.
I feel like on any creative, on any artist, on any entrepreneur, on anybody who's striving to make their name or their way in any career, industry, or anything, I think that is a mental barrier. Always. It is not a physical thing. There are no real gatekeepers in my mind. Like, they just don't exist. There are people that have opportunities that you want, but those opportunities exist outside of them. You can go and get those opportunities. You don't need them. There can be, there are people that are influential and will stop you from trying to have those opportunities. But if they're actually trying to stop you from having those opportunities, that means you might be good enough for that opportunity, which means create your own opportunity. There is no such thing as a gatekeeper. Not at all. There's just
like that
people who may be in opposition.
Yeah, I like that perspective.
And that means you're doing the right thing most of the time.
Yeah.
I don't see competition. I see collaboration. I don't see issues. I see opportunity.
I really meant it more so in the sense of just like not showcasing love, because we show so much love, you know what I'm saying? Like the youth, we always go out and we celebrate the guys at the top that we're like, hey man, I see you all around all the time, it's, you know what I'm saying? But to not acknowledge when the young guys are making these big moves, is like, it's kind of like a smack in the face, because you would expect to,
I agree.
sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
to have that
like even when
cosign
amongst
and the
their
respect.
peers,
Like I see what
they
you're
have
doing. I see what y'all doing. Like let me
that connected
put y'all
respect.
I know that's how I'm gonna be. Like once we take to the heat advisory, you know, to a level that people have never seen out here in Arizona, period. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even want to say just Arizona, bro. Just something that the world has never seen. Like where it's like, damn, it's like you know how Wild and Out made their impact.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like where it's like, yeah, we're a thing that really, you feel me?
I mean, the Heat Advisory is a dope name, and in all honesty, it doesn't have to be Arizona.
It's not
the Heat.
It's not, but you know, for me, like we gonna start. That's
bitch, I'm not gonna take over your road. We was laying on the road. We gotta take over.
Yeah,
On my mind,
ours too. Yeah. Yeah, and that's what that's what you can't limit. You can never limit. That's like me saying I want to be the best artist out here. You just like, I just don't care for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Yeah, that's
what's my to the side? We'd have a little talk. That's artists out here. How can I get you?
it's a good title, but
You gotta get big enough to take advantage.
Yeah,
we take, once we get big enough out here to where we basically, like, you know, the biggest out here, you can take advantage of the amount of opportunities that are out here. It's like an untapped mine that's out here. That's what I noticed out here. Like Chicago, mined out. You know what I'm saying? New York, mined out. Like all these cities, they've been having this shit for so long that it's like, do you feel like you could go to New York and get as big as local New York rappers? Probably not, because it's like they operate in a certain lane.
See,
right? Like
I feel like the hottest conversation, that's only valid if your city's hot. You know what I'm saying? Like otherwise, nobody's like looking forward to like caring about that. Like as opposed to an established place, like people are looking forward to the conversation of who's the hottest out of Chicago, because now they've had a time frame in a span of time where they had a run.
Yeah.
Same thing with Atlanta now. It's kind of like,
but also like think about the baby, right? He like became the hottest out of Charlotte, and then it's like, okay, now there's a spotlight on Charlotte because he got to a global level from a city that is not a global type city, right? So that's what it takes. Like you become the biggest person, whatever what you're doing. He wasn't trying to be the biggest in Charlotte, but by becoming as big as he did, he became the biggest person out of Charlotte, and therefore he could use every opportunity offered to him inside of his city.
I have
right?
to interject because I think of music and creativity and the arts differently than how hopefully I didn't press that. But
turned off.
There you go. I might have. You guys might hear something on the podcast because I think I pressed one of the little buttons. But I think of art, creativity, music, and this whole game a little differently than a lot of folks. Like in the respect of hip hop, I see how it can be equated to, you know, sports and athleticism by, you know, the area and teams and all of that stuff. But throughout my entire time of being involved in entertainment, working with creatives, or all of these years, I've always tried to break the notions of age, location, or any of that when you are creating. It's like, hey, just create, just do what you can, push it out there, and your opportunities are actually endless and abundant. And when you believe that, they pop up and you find where you're supposed to be. You'll be able to make your way. I don't even believe that it's a gamble. Like, oh, there's a day we made it. I don't believe in that. You made it? Dude, if you are creating and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, living in your element, you made it. See, so I just feel a lot differently about a lot of those things, but I do see those conversations as, hey, you have to be known in your city first, because it's like, but I attribute all of that. I kind of attribute that to clout.
It's
like,
what
that's just like.
But do you believe that you can supersede your city though, to where you're bigger than your city, but your city's not big?
I believe some people are in the wrong city. I believe some people are really just community-based artists. Like I've heard artists that are phenomenal. Like you will never hear of them. They got phenomenal music, but they make it for themselves. They do not care about what they don't want to push it out
to the next level.
They just make it. I'll sit with a producer. Phenomenal catalog, amazing. Yeah, I just made this last 5 years. Just been sitting on it, chilling, like not doing with it, and isn't trying to. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna go be a programmer. I'm gonna go build a website, and they made it, and it's better than shit I hear people put out. I'm like, serious facts for real. So it just depends on what your level of, if you are playing that game, for sure, you need to go through those steps. That's
whatever your goals are.
Yeah, that's like, if you're a battle rapper, bro, you better be trying to beat the top people. Like, you're not a battle rapper then. What are you, this is just a hobby to you.
And traveling around, man.
Yeah, and
beating other battle rappers. So you.
But if you are just a creative or an artist, I can't take it away from the person. Like, so if you're an actor on Broadway and you do all these little plays across the nation and that's what you love doing, I'm not going to say you're any less than Denzel if that's what you feel like is your success level. Like, I can't take that from you, because I know people who work hard, goddamn hard, for their creativity and what they do and to live the life that they live and maintain themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel a little differently, is all I'm saying.
I think Arizona's time's coming though. Like we're about to.
It's a lot of amazing artists.
Real close.
Industry, like entertainment, sports, a lot more athletes coming out here. It's just getting big time for us right now. So we want to be at the forefront. We will.
And that's what we're saying. Wanting to be at the forefront. Of like, you don't get to like, so from where we started, like doing our pool party and everything, we couldn't expect to be at the NCAA championship reporting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't expect that from day one. There's a level of steps that we have to take. And like, if we want to get to doing the NCAA championship, we have to do stuff where they are looking at us and say, oh, okay, who are these guys? You don't just start here and get looked at. There's steps you got to take. And so that's what we're saying is like, if we want to do the big stuff and be global, once we do something that's locally big, other states see the big local stuff. Everybody was looking over here. We're coming out here. Celebrities are coming out here. We were at the club the other night, and it's, PJ Tucker and James Harden and Russell Westbrook at the club with us, because for that time, for the weekend or for this last couple of weeks, the spotlight was on us. And if we are at the level, not chasing clout, but knowing that there's room to elevate to a high level, just even here, that allows other spotlights around the country, around the world to look at us. You know what I'm saying?
And that goes back to your goals, what you're trying to do, what your intentions are. And if you have those aligned, go for that. And don't be shy about it. Arizona, look, first off, I'll say people like you when you like yourself. So when you are full of love that overflows and makes others want to love you. Arizona, we need to take a little bit of that to heart. Like, if we love ourselves enough, the rest of the nation will see how great we are. Plus, our weather is this shit sometimes.
They don't got no natural disaster.
Come on, Arizona people. I noticed Arizonans love Arizona, bro. Like, harder than a lot of other states that I've been to. Like, y'all love this fucking place, bro. It's tough. Like, everybody got a damn Arizona's flag. Everybody got an Eric. Like, I seen it, bro. It is tough, bro. Like,
Hey, what is that? I love this shit.
y'all teams will suck and y'all will pack the damn stadiums. Everybody got the damn Arizona flag on their car, like the little sticker. Either it's colored with the state flag color or it's white outline. Everybody, bro.
You want to know the truth though? Arizona people really hate on Arizona.
They do.
And that's why I left Chicago, because that's what we do, bro. Y'all see how intense it is back home.
I see the people.
They'll kill each other over there.
Favorite people in Arizona are the Arizona natives, but I see a lot of Arizona natives feel like they need to get out of Arizona, and they're like, but then everybody else comes to Arizona because they see opportunity.
Yeah.
Arizona, I've always said, Arizona is a place where you can get whatever you want to get and be who you want to be. If you want the good shit, it's there. If you want to go party with the mayor's daughter, you can do that in Scottsdale. If you want to party like a college kid, Tucson.
Want to retire? What?
But where can you go
Country.
when you want to go make some connections at a high level, though? You know what I'm saying? Where you connecting with people who are creating apps that are, you know what I'm saying, geared towards networking with people.
What technology integrated clothing, you know what I'm saying? Like, where are you going to
as
get
entrepreneurs to showcase, you know what I'm saying, their products, and also, you know, market the analytics to local businesses so they can, you know what I'm saying, promote themselves. This is
and also showcase like beautiful women, because Arizona has some of the most beautiful women in the country.
I'll say, I remember.
Shout out to Heat Advisory Ladies.
Shout out to Heat Advisory girls.
Little national coverage for our women in Arizona, but that was due to the freakiness of ASU. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I remember.
My God.
I remember.
How long ago was this? It's still like that, but
I do remember hearing about in high school or like in elementary school, like that this is like the biggest party school in America, bro, for sure. That's
That whole website dedicated to.
oh, website is crazy. That's I don't want to know about none of that.
That's slimy.
He was on there trying to up the entertainment quality level.
Yeah.
It's right on time for that. You know, I don't know if you guys have seen. There was another. It was like a lounge cafe that just came out. Lush. Lush just opened, and then
Lush, holla at us, man.
Definitely. They had just opened, but they're like a 30 and up. So they put, and they instituted a dress.
Not even invited.
Dress code is no nigga letting you know.
Well, that's their demographic. Not saying if you're 25 they're gonna kick you out, but
If we're performing, we do.
Got you.
yeah, and so they instituted kind of a strict dress code. No, nothing allowed. Like, no, you can't wear forces. You can't wear jeans.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No Jordans.
Never slacks and shit.
No dreads.
Gotta wear the flags. You said no jeans.
No,
The Peter Griffin meme with the scaling skin slide and shit, like with loafers at the bottom with some lemon pepper steppers on.
Yeah, them lemon pepper, you know, it's lemon zest. I mean, what I'm saying is they put that out and they got a lot of blowback from a lot of people, but then also a lot of support. The thing is that I seen is Arizona is looking for something different, higher quality, something to be proud of.
All right.
Something that we can carry to the bank, cash in and say this is valuable.
Yeah.
And that's what I see y'all bringing. That's what I see. What y'all
That's
are
love.
doing. You guys are trying to bring more value to this state. And so in that attempt, how can artists work with you? I mean, you guys brought people together for that first event, had DJs, had artists and everything, but y'all are now an exclusive team of 5. How can people connect with you, and what does it take to be an artist that you guys are looking at?
Listen, man, first and foremost, you got to be fire. And when we say fire, like, you know, it's Tony's a producer, I'm an artist, Camel's an artist, Leak is an artist. He does a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? But so it's like we have our different perspectives on what we think is good music, you know what I'm saying, as do you. So when you put 5 of those people in a room and it's like, okay, if we can all agree this is a dope song, then I feel like it'll be a dope song. And most of the people that came to our showcase, you know what I'm saying, they agree with the artist who was up there, as far as even, the, you know, shout out James Patrick who won the showcase. Like, most people would say he deserved to win it, you know what I'm saying? And if you look at his track record after, as far as performances and stuff like that,
Showed why you won it.
he's popping up and performing now, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I would say definitely DM us, you know what I'm saying, on the Heat Advisory Instagram. Email us at theheatadvisory23@gmail.com. We actually do song submissions on our podcast as well. So if you're an artist, you know what I'm saying, you want to be showcased, go ahead and tap into the DM, send us an email, and we actually would do like a live song review on our podcast and stuff like that. And then coming up, you know, we're softly planning like the next
In between events, in between our main event, you know what I'm saying? But don't be scared to hit us up, man. Just we DM back. Like, we'll hit you back.
For sure.
We'll hit you back.
I feel like not enough artists,
bro. If you need beats, tap in with me.
But it's also
playing, bro.
it's also a thing though, bro, where it's kind of like I gotta see somebody else support it and then I will. I feel like that's what's going on as well with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's
been like
as more exactly, it's just a thing. So as more people see what we're doing, they're gonna be like, oh shit. How can I? It's already happening. You know,
There's definitely people that had the second win, like they didn't want to support us.
There's people. There's literally people.
And then they saw what we did, and they're like, maybe we should actually like get into it with them. We didn't feel no way about it. It's like, yeah, we told you from the jump.
Yo, this is heated by this is what we doing. He's like, nah, we good. Probably a few weeks later, he in the DM started, hey, yo, can I get performed? Can I get a slot? Like, but that's how it goes. Not to bash him, but it's like, tap in now because what we're doing is really powerful. We really put it on for Arizona. We didn't charge $1 for the shows. Like we were really putting on, so we're actually adding value. We're adding game. We're adding just marketability. Our show, our auditions and shit. Yeah. You didn't have to have your backtracks. So we're giving so much more than just.
No, you couldn't perform your
come perform like because now we're giving you like that's live. That's things you have to get good at as an artist. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And when you say like curating like something big, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that for me, bro. Like when I think big, grand, like I think like okay, if you was at the BET Awards and shit, like what is going on? Like there's like audience of people, you know what I'm saying? They're clapping when it's dope, you know what I'm saying? You got the crazy lighting going on, all that. So like the live auditions, I feel like really match that. We try to really specifically find an environment that will put you in there, like as an artist, like damn, like I'm low key kind of nervous, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel me? And then having the audience of people, we got the big, the red cameras on you and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a full TV production. And then I think for people, it's like, and then after that, you walk straight off the stage, you get your little number, you know what I'm saying?
You go do
an interview. Like it gives you that feel of like, yo, I've, and then it's like it's a free experience, bro. Like
at the end,
people pay a lot of money to have that experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been out here, I've heard what people are paying, so you know I wanted to carry somewhere. It's like, yo, let me show you, I'm really for the culture. Like I'm not charging you nothing, bro. Just come rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Let me hustle for you.
I think people love to see elevation, you know what I'm saying? So when we started with our first event, some people were kind of standoffish, and then it got to the next event. Some of those people were kind of standoffish, but then it's more people that's in the mix. And then it got to the next event, and they're just seeing it be like, damn, like they really going up though. They're doing something I haven't seen yet, and showing up at some of these venues and spaces that I didn't even think niggas like that could get.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Earl, who doing pool party casting call, bro?
I mean,
who bringing 40, 50 women to a spot and doing a casting call, you know what I'm saying, where they hitting the catwalk, you know what I'm saying? It's obviously free drinks, free food. You just come be pretty and have a good time, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to.
Heard a lot of freeze. You've been hearing a lot of freeze.
I've been hearing things happening. I heard a lot of me's. What happened to my invitation?
Hey, Earl,
might get yourself in trouble, man. Yeah, black man.
Offended.
Nah, but you know we really trying to curate. I ain't know if you out. Yo.
Definition that I ain't got nobody I gotta answer to.
Well, you good, but you had some fun at our events then.
You have a good time.
You have a good time. Come on camera.
You come to season 2, man.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna have all 32 flavors displayed for you out there, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm all about that pecan deluxe. Well,
like, you know, no, but all seriousness though, you know, the women that were being casted, bro, like their sole purpose really is like, bro, they're also creatives. They're also women who do a lot of different amazing things, you know what I'm saying? From like whether they're artists, you know what I'm saying, like literally themselves, all different like models, you know what I'm saying? We have a bunch of entertainers, just like content creators, all different type of women that are trying to get to that next level themselves and trying to look for that blueprint and that guidance to be like, yo, if we can set up opportunities for y'all, will y'all continue to rock with us? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we're doing with them. And they're like, yo, we rocking with it. You feel me? Well, I'm setting up a shoot where, you know what I'm saying, we all getting content out of it. I'm sending you out getting free pictures and free cameos out of it. That's you know what I'm saying? You pay money for that. You feel me? Just come by.
I mean, in 2024, every woman is an influencer, and they all need content.
They should be. You beautiful women, man. You got
to capture that beauty, put it out
there. Yeah, for sure.
Beauty.
Yeah, you kind of see that beauty.
It's a lot of dope women out here though. You know what I'm saying? Who are doing super dope things, like some real powerful things out here. You know what I'm saying? So collaborate with them and uplifting them as well. And I think people starting to see that, you know what I'm saying? And they get the idea of we just trying to, it ain't even like that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't mind being around beautiful women, you know what I'm saying, who are also hustlers, you know what I'm saying, who trying to get to where they trying to get to.
I've said this, and I hope it's really felt. When you're in the entertainment business, you're around people who are at all times trying to present their best selves.
Right, right.
Give you the best that they can mentally, give you the best look physically. And yes, that may mean that you're dealing more with ego than people at times.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to take that into account. That's more on you, how you deal with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should be okay in a room full of beautiful women because this is the career path that I chose. So put me in those rooms, guys. Well, I mean, that's really the... Are you alone? Well, that's the right as I was for all that. He said, "Oh no, he in there with these."
I will say though,
I'm spinning the block
like
that one.
we're with the women that we do work with, we're a lot more personable. So
Yeah.
it's not necessarily like any of us have to necessarily put on an act because we're just kind of comfortable. They know what we're here for, and they know what they're here for.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
At the end of the day,
We
we
joke,
a
we
platform.
kid, but it's honest.
Yeah.
For real. I know you guys have true.
We trying to build
Yeah.
on our backs, build this, you know what I'm saying, this platform to raise up and raise people up with us. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we do it. We got to get higher up to be able to pull y'all higher up if we can do that. You know what I'm saying? You showing up to one of our events should boost you in some way. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be clout or, you know what I'm saying, networking or whatever you deem that to be, whether it be a good experience that you've never seen before in AZ, you know what I'm saying, stuff I haven't seen before back home, you know what I'm saying? So like that's at the very least we trying to offer something fresh, something new, just something that's needed.
An experience.
How long have you been out here?
I've been out here for 3 years almost now.
3 years.
In May it'll be 4.
And you've been doing this with them for like about the last 9 months, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first experience with Arizona hip hop?
My first experience was, funny enough, a friend of mine, shout out Bug, back home in Chicago, he got invited to the opening of the Spaceship where he threw the first plug and play. I went to the grand opening of that. That's Josh K, like shout out Josh K. That was his studio. He opened it up. I went. It was pretty cool. And then, like, really, I didn't really, you know what I'm saying, I was working and shit like that. But then I ended up going to a Poetic Soul, you know what I'm saying? So then I was like, okay, this is like, yeah. So, like, I'm constantly seeing, like, you know, it's got to, like, you know, we're going to be honest, AZ has a fairly, like, Latin, like Hispanic type of vibe here, you know what I'm saying, if we're gonna be honest. So for me, being from where I'm from and used to seeing what I see on a daily basis, it was nice to see that after like a few months and know like, okay, it isn't actually just one thing out here. Like there is other lanes that do still exist out here. So
did you see the Poetic, you know, at Poetic Soul they do like, you know, R&B and poetry and open mic and
yeah, it was like an open mic
that night?
Yeah, I was there
because I know sometimes they have the Latin nights where it's like, you know, more just
they do
that curated towards that, and then they have like the full like open mic where people are performing.
Yeah, no, it was very
bands,
it was very black that night, bro. Like it was very chocolate in there. So it was something I was like, okay, yeah, this is familiar, you know what I'm saying? So I know that it's like there is something out there, and then like just multiple things that I ended up doing that like I ended up hearing about Merkham's, you know what I'm saying? Somebody I know, my homie Josh, I worked with him. He had an interview on Icon Radio with John Blaze, you know what I'm saying? Before I even knew y'all, like I was
Shout out John Blaze.
making my way through out here because, like, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Merkins.
I have my my motion back home in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Working with like people from Save Money and Pivot and Gang and shit like that. So I was just like trying to find my way out here, and through that, you know what I'm saying, I ended up like linking with Hayes back home, and him and Josh K were really close, are still really close, you know what I'm saying? And so that's how that funneled everything together, you know what I'm saying? How y'all were able to pull up to the Spaceship, you know what I'm saying? Like I was there all the time. Like I would be there while were having their meetings at first, you know what I'm saying? Just producing, you feel me? So
it's funny because Poetic Soul actually they gave me my first opportunity to ever perform.
Really?
So, yeah. So I
Shout out
definitely
Poetic Soul.
shout out to them a lot of love, man.
Very integral.
Kev for doing that. Well, how many years is like 14 or something like that?
Damn.
Some crazy number.
I honestly, I got hip to it probably a couple years ago. Like I say, probably like 2020.
Did I tell you about it?
You may have, but you know that I be seeing stuff all over too. So I probably was like, let me go ahead and push over and see what they talking about.
My first time going was on Christmas, and it was busting. They had the little, you know how they do the days where they dedicated to a specific artist and all that.
Yeah.
So it was.
We
It was
actually work
definitely
with a lot of artists that frequent Poetic Soul, and some that have like literally had their own nights there. Twin and Marie is one artist. Moabi Kotu from South Africa. He's another artist. And they're phenomenal talents. Chantel Reed.
It's a lot of dope artists out here.
Like
Dope singers and stuff. Yeah.
there are some artists out here that people don't know of that have toured and done so many crazy things and that are just phenomenal. Like Twin and Marie is out here and she's done songs with Tupac. Like she's just an amazing artist, an incredible voice.
Well, look, we trying to find them, man. So if you a dope artist, once again, come in with us, man.
But that's what we are here to do, provide these creatives with opportunities. We are in, like you said, the same space. That is the thing. We are here today collaborating, showing, look, we are here today collaborating, showing you it doesn't matter. We have a platform. They have a platform. We are trying to grow our platforms. We want people to connect with us, to find opportunities, and we are looking for new ways to connect with people.
And we want to help you. I want to, like they know with me, bro, I want to help them grow. Like, I truly want to see my guys, you know, reach every goal that they have set for themselves. And same with the people who do come to our events and stuff like that. Like I said, you're part of the family once you come to our events. So we are trying to help you grow as well. We're trying to give you resources that's going to, you know, we're not going to gatekeep, quote unquote, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and utilize
extend that contact and extend that resource for whatever you need. You know what I'm saying?
It's big to see minorities doing stuff like this out here in this space too, because you know we're the lesser of the bunch as far as the entire state, man.
Yeah.
So it's good to see people that look like you doing those big things.
And
man.
clean cut too. Like we clean cut, but we swaggy. So it's like, you know, you able to enter both worlds and dip into both worlds, and you know, we want that sponsor money. You heard me?
I like how you brought that.
You understand? It's on top line, you know what I'm saying?
But for real. Look, if you want to tap into the industry out here in Arizona and the creatives out here in Arizona, sponsor the platforms that are bringing those creatives to the table, that are putting them out there, that are showcasing these guys, and in a dope way. The Heat Advisory is doing that.
Yeah.
SongLab Live is doing that.
Agree.
Shout out
This is
SongLab.
what we are trying to do, is bring more awareness and value to our homegrown efforts, creativity, and more. So tap in with us. But hold up real quick. Let me get from you guys. I mean, look, I've been talking about the Heat Advisory, been talking about what we're doing for artists and everybody else and all that. But no. People got to know y'all too. People got to know you guys individually.
Of course.
So can I please get you guys, again, introduce yourselves individually. And then before we go, and even if it takes a little bit of time, I want to ask about your personal endeavors. What are you guys doing in your artistry? Let me get some of that from you guys. I want to know who you guys are too, outside of the Heat Advisory. Though the Heat Advisory, follow them on the Heat Advisory everywhere. Follow them.
Yeah.
Subscribe if you have to.
Fine, that's fine. That you gotta.
Put these guys Instagram,
YouTube, TikTok,
everywhere.
MySpace.
Advisory.
Now let me get to know you guys individually. Now let's start.
So once again, my name is Khalik Muhammad, brand event coordinator, media guy for the Heat Advisory. I created a brand called Show the World. I also have a side portion of that called Show the World Sound. And so I'll run it now. We can come back around.
All right. What's going on, man? It's Camo LaFleur, man. Oh, I didn't even tell you, I'm from Las Vegas, so as well. On top of that, so I'm not really from here originally, but man, Arizona showed me a lot of love. So you know,
we brought him in.
I'm an artist, man. I do photography from time to time. I do a little bit of that BTS. Make sure that you know, we just present it well and, you know, looking good on the screen, man.
Y'all was fresh at y'all event though. I have matching like.
That's the one-on-one. That's that. You gotta pull up a picture. That's a one-on-one. You know, that's a members only. We'll call that the work tee. You know what I'm saying? That's like the work thing. But no, we gonna have to switch it up and do something even. You know, really throw some flavor on next event. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really surprise the people. You know. Anyway, I'm EA though. I'm EA Jones. I'm an artist first. You know, I created the Heat Advisor. I got a brand called Ride Public. You know, I'm a designer as well. And then music-wise, you know, I've been on like a little run. I've been dropping singles. You know, I'm trying to drop one every single month. Spark a little movement going on with the music too. So I dropped 2 singles. One was called Click. One was called Cha-Ching. That was last month. And then I just shot a video for a single that's about to drop. It's called Best I Ever Been. So definitely be on the lookout for that, man.
That's fire.
It was an amazing video. Shout out to all the beautiful ladies that pulled up. Thank you guys so much. But it was an amazing experience. We did it downtown at the Grand. It's like they have a secret bar in there, you know what I'm saying? So I had a super dope vibe. So that's coming out real soon on my birthday, April 17th.
So amazing. I should have been invited.
You know, it really sounds great. Hey man, you know,
love the way that sounds.
sometimes things just come up at the spur of the moment.
Oh, you gonna see it on the burger?
On the gram, check it out on Instagram. You know, I'm gonna drop it on YouTube and all that. But you know, Best I Ever Been, you know what I'm saying, it's coming soon. If you haven't already, check out Click, you know, my last single, and check out Cha-Ching as well, man. But that's pretty much
Follow my boy, man.
Yeah.
Follow me on Instagram though, you know what I'm saying? EA_Jones. EA_Jones. Let's get it.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Ken Gelosi. I'm a producer, composer, but really I just, you know, I do more than just beats. So I just consider myself an artist as well. Man, I dropped the album back in September called Vivid. It's like I don't like calling them beat tapes because it's deeper than that. Like that tape took me 2 years to complete, really, like just finding the right sound, right samples, right everything that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Life comes at you, so sometimes your sound can take on like what you are experiencing in life. Like
Seasons of life.
Really though, like I moved in the midst of me, like I started that tape back home and then I moved out here in the midst of it. So like I started seeing different shit and experiencing different shit. So like that changed how I
cactuses and
really though, like I'm in the top of a mountain, bro. Like smoking a wood on the top of a mountain, bro. Like there's no mountains in Chicago.
Auditory experience.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. So that's like what I like to do with my music. It's more cultivated than just like a collection of beats I just recently put together. So I'm actually working on another album right now called Spatial Awareness. Nice. I plan to drop it this summer. I'll probably drop it when we relocate, you feel me? Just almost
hopefully I'll make it on the album, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I'll do something different where like if it's a all instrumental album, you know, maybe I'll just feature one artist to rap for 30 seconds or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, like have somebody speak on it or something. Like I just like doing something different with my music. I always wanted to make my own sound. Timbaland is my favorite producer, so you feel me? Like he was always somebody who just wanted to make his own unique sound, and that's just what I want to do. So,
you know, I don't know. After this last year, I hear flutes are in.
Yeah, flutes.
And Andre really showed us.
I loved it. That shit was hard.
I loved it.
That was hard.
I'll be honest, man.
Oh, he's
like I think you just operate in your lane. If you are out with you know, publicly fluting, like, you know, you probably could drop a flute album, but I just wanted to make something a little more
fluter. The real game changer is the piccolo.
You know what I'm saying?
Just saying.
So yeah, I got something coming out soon. You could so y'all can check me out. Y'all can follow me on Instagram.
Follow that boy. Follow that boy.
CANGEL.
Follow them all individually. Follow these individuals. Now, we have a member who is not here today. Please shout him out. Let the people know who
Shout out
he is.
Jay
Give him
Hayes.
some love real quick.
Shout out to Jay Hayes.
Shout out Jay Hayes.
Hey,
That's my boy.
Jay Hayes on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? That's the co-host of the Heat Advisor.
JAEHAZE.
he just got placement on All American actually. Yeah, he's got a placement on All American. And what's the other show?
I forget, but the reason why that happened is because my homie who brought me to Poetic Soul the first time, shout out my homie Dana, aka Mega Man, you know what I'm saying, Billboard producer, all that shit. he got us into sync licensing music. So he brought me into the opportunity because we both producers. So I've been making beats with him for a while, and so we get beats onto like TV shows and movies and stuff. Got Hayes when Hayes moved out here. We got him into it. So I actually have to check my BMI because I was.
You might have got. Oh yeah,
I was part of this.
got a little quick, a little.
His name is Mega Man.
Mega.
No, Mega. He used Mega Ran. He used to go by Mega Ran. Mega Ran is tough.
Mega Ran.
He used to go by Mega Man. He just goes by Mega now. But it
Just goes by-
He went crazy.
I was thinking about Mega Ran because
Remember Mega Ran?
he actually
That
is
like
credited
children's song.
for creating his own genre.
Yeah.
For creating his own genre.
We hollered at him, man. Mega Ran, what's up, man? Tap in with the guys.
a lot of love for you, Mega Ran.
Showcase.
A lot of love, bro.
A lot of love. We first saw him at
Big Homie Tommy show.
Oh, really?
His event. You know, and
I was supposed to get on a chat with him so
well, what?
Mega Ran?
yeah.
I heard Ben, my guy Ben Black. He told me you got some shit in the vault. He told me you got some tracks in the vault. He said, look. He said they're fire though. He said they're fire though.
Hold on, yo.
That's what I heard. That's all I know about me.
now it is though. Swing the mic around. Swing the mics around. All mics swing them around.
They just keep it to themselves. You know, they don't
said no way.
Hold up. Rewind.
Hey, run that bitch on wax.
That wasn't projection.
On wax. We put it on wax, on bro.
Nah, but yeah. So we're gonna have to hear that. We're gonna have to hear a little something though after this, man. We're gonna.
Maybe one day, the tapes might come out the vault.
I'm gonna leak them.
Nah,
Leak
for real,
them
for
shits.
real. All love to all the people mentioned it. We talked about a lot of hard hitters, a lot of heavyweights in the game. We talked about legends. We talked about new folks. We talked about everything that's going on right now. But honestly, what you guys are doing is really adding to the culture out here in Arizona. I love it. Each of y'all individually got something that y'all are adding, which is more beautiful. I mean, the whole collaboration between you all and
Young,
Jay,
black,
who isn't here right now.
Rich-minded individual.
Yes, sir.
Minded, rich in heart, rich in soul, rich in finances, abundance, and all of it. Many blessings to you and more.
Yeah.
I am blessed to be here in y'all presence, being able to speak with y'all and share this time with you. I'm so glad that our realities can converge in this way. It's wonderful. Honestly.
Likewise.
From the culture,
Oh,
for the culture.
Yes, sir. Hey, on that topic, go ahead and get that merch, man.
Go grab that merch, man. Most definitely.
DMs.
Tap in with us through the DM.
Link in the bio.
TheHeatAdvisory.com. Inquire with us.
And if you don't know, by buying our merch, you can potentially get opportunities to get free tickets,
discounted
tickets. You could get
sponsored
The merch.
TheHeatAdvisory.com. Go ahead and inquire or DM us directly, and we drop it off local. You know what I'm saying? We'll pull up on the Heat Advisory. Will pull up on you.
Can't beat it.
Pull up on.
Never know what you might get. Rewards, yeah,
For sure.
Yeah, but it's super.
We
cool.
appreciate you,
So,
brother.
Grab that merch.
for sure. We appreciate you having us, man. This was
It
amazing.
was a pleasure, man. It's cool what you doing here.
Y'all.
Yes, sir.
That's love.
We need it. We need new, fresh faces.
For sure.
We need new energy. You guys are bringing it, and you're bringing quality with that. It is all love. I am.
top artist.
Yeah. Come on,
We had the top artist on our show, and they ain't even heard the squad yet for real yet.
Kyrie.
James Patrick.
We have James, kid friendly, and
Audrey, I've interviewed Kyrie. I've interviewed Sonny the Juice.
You heard
They
Dirty
are both
Dirty Laundry?
wonderful artists. Dirty Laundry, yep.
Dope.
Yeah.
Wonderful artists. Like everybody you had up there.
Great motherfucker flying from Chicago and Seattle and shit, bro. Like,
yeah, we had some shout out pre love, shout out pre
So
love.
you guys hear this? This is not just an AZ thing, but this is an AZ thing.
Come here.
Shout out, yeah. We want the top people. We want the.
I'm just saying.
they flew out to audition.
And they
Yeah.
taking
Audition,
something back home with them. Like that's what we want. If you're gonna come here, take something back with you.
Hopefully you
We
can
gonna
take
take a
home
belt.
that belt.
Take home the belt. Take a championship belt, man. They ain't
Take home the
doing
Heat Advisory belt next season.
100%.
Hey, stay tuned for this next showcase though, man. I think y'all gonna be blowing out some socks.
Can I get a few details? Y'all got any details right now about
You
it?
can't disclose any details
Anything?
right now, but
You know what I'm saying?
just understand this one.
I
This
smell
one,
something cooking.
this one
You know what I'm
detail.
saying?
Look, just expect it to be even bigger and even better than what you've seen before. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
I don't know what y'all finna do. What y'all finna do? Put the light in the sky and call out Batman? Like what y'all
It's the Heat Advisory. You gonna see the Heat Advisory right there. Instead of the Batman, the Heat Advisory. That's what it's going. It's called.
You gonna see this?
Just subscribe to the Heat Advisory on all platforms. All of that's gonna be, you know what I'm saying, in the loop.
Last thing to plug in, man.
Beautiful.
More content on the way. So like he said, follow the Heat Advisory because we're gonna have announcements coming up. That's where you can get updated with everything we doing as far as events, where we'll be popping up at other events, so you can get up with us. But more content, and then also we're gonna have some more events in between that, before we do the main showcase. So stay in tune with us. You know what I'm saying? Follow us so you can get some info on these events because we're gonna have artist retreats. We'll do some pop-ups and stuff like that. Just some really dope curated events that people can come and enjoy themselves at,
100%.
1,000.
Thank you, Heat Advisory, for joining me here today.
Yeah.
Lastly, if y'all don't mind, can I get y'all to give SongLab Live a little shout out just about how you feel about today and our interactions and everything going on? You know what I'm saying? For the people.
Hey, listen, man, it's the Heat Advisory, you know what I'm saying? You just tuned in with SongLab, man, and it was a blessing to be here. Super dope movement that you guys got going on. I'll let y'all take it from there, though.
Man, shout out SongLab Live, man. Y'all super hospitable.
Yeah.
Love being here, man. We want to be back as many times as y'all let us, bro.
We appreciate you, Earl. Since I met you, brother, it's been love since the beginning, bro. We appreciate you having us all allow us to kind of share our story and talk our shit a little bit. We're gonna be back, and hopefully being a part of our events, bro, we can kind of grow together, bro, and really just do this shit the right way for Arizona and for ourselves, bro. So we appreciate you, brother. Shout out SongLab Live, brother.
Get it.
Hey, man, I also want to say, like, I really value your perspective on a lot of things. You, like, open my eyes to just thinking about shit different ways, and just you a smart dude, bro. So I like to have conversations with people that can teach me something new,
Thank you, man. That's a lot.
For real. We show love.
It is all love. Thank you guys very much again, and thank you for tuning in to SongLab Live and checking us out as we bring you new
Shout out SongLab Live.
need to know.
SongLab.
You need to get in connection with. Listen, don't just think it's enough to watch the episode. Tap in with the events. Go check out their music and check them all out individually. There's so much that you can get from these individuals, but also they're coming together to collaborate to bring something new, not only to the state of Arizona, but across the nation. You see
To the
people
world,
flying
man. To the world.
just to be a part of the events. There's a lot going on. Tap in with us because you ain't gonna be disappointed.
We're going to be giving away a C63 real soon here, man. Tap in. Let's go.
He said, tap in.
We gonna end like that.
We gonna end like that. That's what it is. Yeah, SongLab Live. Peace.
Brother. Yeah.
We lit.
Yeah.
Yo, if you didn't know, SongLab Live is back. So follow us. Check us out. We got new podcasts, new interviews, plenty more content to share. Thank you very much.